Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and today we are going to be reviewing Tenet, which is a brand new film from Christopher Nolan. And overall, this was a really enjoyable and also a little confusing movie. Some really great performances, action, and a really good concept from him. Christopher Nolan did a really good job directing this film. He especially handled the whole time inversion scenes really well. I was truly mesmerized when I was seeing them on the screen. It was just a real blast to see it. It creates some really visually stunning scenes, like in the car chase scene toward the end of the movie, and also some scenes that are just a little confusing. Mostly the scene where there's a room in this where there's the red side and the blue side, and that scene can get kind of confusing to understand. Toward the end of it, I somewhat understand it, but not fully quite yet. This is definitely needing a few more rewatches to fully grasp the concepts in this movie. I do think, though, what's really helpful for me is I've seen a lot of time travel movies and shows, including Doctor Who. So the idea of time travel, I can at least grasp it, understand what Christopher Nolan's trying to achieve in this film. The performances I really enjoyed. My favorite is Neil, played by Robert Pattinson. I really enjoyed his character, and his interaction with the protagonist is amazing. Every single scene they were involved with, I really enjoyed it. And John David Washington does a really good job portraying the protagonist. He's trying to stop World War III, basically, and it happens to involve, time inversion. And probably one of my favorite scenes in this entire movie has to be when they crash that plane. It was just a really crazy scene. And there's also, they're also fighting a person that they said was inverted and not inverted, which I thought was a really great scene. And overall, I really enjoyed Tenet. It was a really just enjoyable film. It's definitely a little confusing. Definitely needs a couple more rewatches. Speaking of the theatrical experience, I did watch this movie in a private watch party with my family and the other members of the Midnight Who team. And that was a really great way to watch this film, but not everyone can do that. So would I would say go back to the movies for this movie? Probably not. The theater I was at, they definitely had everything cleaned. It was, I didn't really feel like, was unsafe to be there. But I would still think if I had to go into a theater with other people that I don't know, I don't think I would have had a really enjoyable time, simply because you can't really wear a mask while eating concessions. I just don't think that would be safe. I would say go to the drive-in. However, I think they're only opening this movie in drive-ins where the movie is playing in theaters, which makes no sense to me. I think the drive-in would be the best place to watch this movie. And I would still give Tenet a B-. It's a great film, has some really good concepts in it, but it's going to be a movie that needs to be watched a couple more times to fully grasp the entire concept of this movie. His thoughts on this movie in the comments below if you did decide to go out to the theaters. Don't forget to click that notification bell and subscription bell if you would like to see any of our upcoming videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.